All right, so I'm sitting down, Barrett Kent, 8th round pick with the Angels in the most recent draft, 2023 draft. Barrett, first off, I just want to ask about the draft itself. When you look at kind of the kind of prospect that you are, maybe a second, third round prospect to the 8th, but obviously the finances are what kind of dictate that. But when you kind of got past the third, fourth round, around that range, were you still thinking about going pro after that point?
It was always still a possibility, but once we kind of got, okay, I'm sorry. Once we kind of got past that, I kind of started planning on going to Arkansas, and it's actually funny. I went out to the golf course. I was out playing 18, and they came back and kind of gave me an opportunity that I couldn't pass up, and I've made the decision. I'm absolutely happy with it. And, it's the greatest decision I made. So.
Were the Angels a team that you expected to make the call?
Yeah, so the Angels had been, on me a little bit, and, they were one of the top teams, and, an organization that I felt really comfortable, saying yes to, and, it's kind of an easy decision, so.
And then, I don't want to be nitpicky here, but I'm going to get a little nitpicky. Obviously, your senior spring, there were some ups and downs, some ebbs and flows, a little bit of velocity, a little bit of performance. Right. Can you take me through what you did that kind of changed just the overall scheme of your spring, how your spring really translated into I'm going to go into pro ball as opposed to Arkansas?
No, absolutely. Yeah, I came out this spring and I felt like I was flat, just like you can see. I felt like I came in unprepared, and after I kind of realized that, kind of saw where I stood, I kind of put it in extra gear and, kind of lost some weight a little bit and, started throwing, pitching instead of trying to go out there and throw as hard as I could every time, and just became a pitcher instead of a thrower, and kind of things added up from there. So.
And now you've got 10 some innings in pro ball, some in Arizona, some here. Starting with Arizona, your first taste of pro ball, what was that like?
Oh, it was different. Kind of going out there, with the nerves and everything, you just got to kind of calm down, go out there, and don't overcomplicate it. Just go, pitch to your strengths and attack the zone. So.
And then coming out here, difference between Tempe and San Bernardino, there's a lot of differences, but about 3,000 people in the stands the other night for you. And you came out and pitched very well and everything, and a lot of people are talking about it. What was pitching against guys that have 4 or 5 years more experience in baseball? What was that like?
It was definitely different. Like I said, I'm going to always, pitch to my strengths and then, adjust to their weaknesses. I did my scouting. I know who these guys were, coming into the game plan. I'd done my charts. I kind of knew what I needed to do to go out there. And, it was pretty nerve-wracking, seeing all the fans out there and, being probably the biggest game I've pitched, being from a small town and, just had to go out there and, pitch like I knew I could and do it. So.
And, we're obviously very early into your professional career, but are there things that you're working on over the last month? Month, 2 months that you've worked on already that have improved your game, and then have the Angels given you anything for over the winter that they want you to do to come into next spring with?
Yeah, absolutely. Other than just pitching, the strength side of it, I got to get bigger in my legs, got to be stronger in my legs, just be able to go out there and be more consistent, with velocity and everything. So that's a big thing that I'm working on, especially then other things, my changeup. I threw a couple of good changeups tonight. It plays well with my fastball, and it's something I'm going to continue to work on throughout the offseason and come back hopefully during spring training and go out there and really pitch. So.
And obviously, every pitcher is his own individual, but is there anyone that you emulate on the mound that you feel that's the guy you kind of want to be once you get to the higher parts and the peaks of your career?
Absolutely, yeah. No, I've grown up watching Garrett Cole. I love to pitch like him. I like how he goes out there, attacks with a fastball, has a dirty slider, everything. Just goes out there and throws hard, gets outs. I'd absolutely love to pitch like that. So.
Absolutely. Well, thank you very much.
No, well, thank you.